I look at New York, I look at Chicago. I mean, you got a really bad governor in Chicago and a bad mayor, but the governor's probably the worst in the country, Pritzker. But I look at how that city has been overrun by criminals. And, New York and L.A., look at L.A. L.A., those people weren't from L.A., they weren't from California, most of those people, many of those people. And that's the focus. Biden allowed 21 million people to come into our country. Of that, vast numbers of those people were murderers, killers, people from gangs, people from jails. They emptied their jails out into the U.S. Most of those people are in the cities, all blue cities, all Democrat-run cities, and they think they're going to use them to vote. It's not going to happen.
Illinois follows the law, but let me be clear. We expect the federal government to follow the law, too. We will not participate in abuses of power. We will not violate court orders. We will not ignore the Constitution. We will not defy the Supreme Court. We will not take away people's rights to peacefully protest. We also respect, and expect this administration to respect, the traditions and legal precedent that dictate how and when our National Guard and military are deployed. As governor, I've had to make the difficult decision to call the Illinois National Guard into service. I have always done it in partnership with my local governments and law enforcement, and with deep and abiding respect for the sacrifice I was asking of our volunteer armed forces. It's wrong to deploy the National Guard and active duty Marines into an American city over the objection of local law enforcement, just to inflame a situation and create a crisis. Just as it's wrong to tear children away from their homes and their mothers and fathers who have spent decades living and working in our communities, raising their families.
But is now apparently caught in limbo. Governor J.B. Pritzker touting an increase in his medical debt cancellation program this morning, but blasting the Trump administration over federal funds allocated for Illinois that were temporarily halted last month, but for some reason have not been made available even after that order was rescinded.
But now when you call the federal government agencies, they either don't want to talk to you, or they are, they say, we don't know what's going to happen, whether you're going to get paid. We don't know when.
So Pritzker and the entire Democratic congressional delegation have written the director of the Office of Management and Budget demanding an accounting of funding that's been paused or interrupted, noting in total this constitutes $1.88 billion in impacted federal funds across 14 state agencies, boards, and commissions in Illinois.
We, of course, are in every circumstance looking at what is our redress. Can we go to court? And if not, are we, is there some other way that we can get that funding source turned back?